welcome back, you beautiful people. Now, I'm a big fan, like the biggest fan ever of the trusty hardtail. I've done some extreme events on this hardtail right here. This is a 27.5, my Nukeproof Scout, but my curiosity is wandering like a cat. What about a 29er? I've never tried a 29-inch wheeled hardtail. I've actually stolen this one from Neil. This is Neil's bike. It's 29, it's a Canyon Stoic. I love the color, it's incredible. It's a medium-sized frame, but I'll get into the specs in a bit. I wanna know, what is the best wheel size for a hardtail? Because I've always ridden at 27.5. Never have I ridden a 29er. Right, I'm ready. I'm actually quite excited. I've got goosebumps. Before we get nitty gritty, get all muddy and thrashing these rigs around out here in the woods, I'm going to talk about the bikes that I'm going to be riding. Now, some of you may know my Nukeproof Scout, but the ones that don't, say hello to my Nukeproof Scout. It's a medium-sized frame. The biggest change I've done to this bike is upgrading the front end of it. I've put in a bigger fork, a 170mm fork, so I can just plow everywhere and not worry about it, because it's a hardtail and it's rough anyway. The wheels on this bike, they're a Spank wheels, a 359 on the rear and a 350 on the front. I'm not going to go into too much tech because we've done a video all about that, linked in the description down below if you want to know full spec about my bike. Dropper post, 1x12. The tires I'm running are Vittoria Mazza Enduro Spec tire. It's a heavy duty tire. It's a 2.6 front and rear. I've actually got inserts in the front and in the rear because, hey, you get a lot of punctures on a hardtail, and I do like to ride this thing really hard. I'm clipped in. I got 4-pot calipers, aggressive downhill braking. Yeah, that is my Nukeproof Scout. Over here is Neil's bike. This is the Canyon Stoic. I love the color. Look at it's green. Big fan of green. The size of the frame is a medium-sized frame, so it's on par with that one, medium and medium. I'm a short guy. This is my size of frame. The forks on this bike. Now this is a 140mm fork on the front, 29-inch wheels, front and rear, on FSA gradient carbon wheels, so it's a little bit more lightweight. Aggressive, but lightweight. This bike is really light. I actually don't know the weight of it, but it feels very light. He went for a light build. The tires. Now these are the Vittoria Mazza, but these are the trail tires. So it's the lightweight one. It's got a nice grey sidewall. 2.4 front and rear. Aggressive brakes, 4-pot again. 1x12 dropper, wide bars, some red grips, and a red bit of ergon going on. I like it a lot. The first thing I look at it is it's massive. Makes my little bike over there look like a 26. Right, enough of the rigs. Let's get dirty and mad. Let's ride these things. I'm going to ride the 27.5 one first, and then I'm going to come onto this because I feel like the jump from the smaller wheel to the bigger wheel is going to be a I'm going to feel it. Right. Location. Now I've come to the infamous Wind Hill. I know this place like the back of my hand. I love it. It caters for everything I need to throw these two bikes at it. Techie stuff, flow, jumps, climbing, fire roads, everything I need to do to put these two bikes through the paces. Now I'm going to ride my 27.5 bike first because I actually know it like the back of my hand, like this spot. I've ridden it quite hard. And to warm up, I'm going to hit some jumps, style, steez, because I love doing that. That's a great way to warm up. And I feel like the smaller wheel might be better. What? I feel like it is. I've never ridden a 29er. Right, flow this way. 29er, Canyon Stoic, Neil's bike. I actually nicked it. Hopefully he doesn't mind. First impressions when I get on. Feels like a large. Feels massive, man. The reach is big, bigger wheels. Woo. Let's go find out. Style, steez, flow. Let's go down here. First impressions, like I said right at the top, I'm brake checking a hell of a lot. This is way quicker, 100%. In the rough, haven't really hit much rough yet, but on the jumps, it does feel like a barge. It's big. To move around, 29-inch wheels, maybe because I'm not so used to it, I've actually done one run. I think I need to do more runs to kind of get into the gist of things. But the 27.5 and stuff like this, where you're moving and jump it, it's just a bit easier. But this, oh my gosh, it's a steam train. It goes quick. It's weird, I'm chopping and changing between each bike. The Stoic's up there in the sun. I'm riding this one on these berms here, Arcade Trail, and I literally just got off that one, onto this, did this run. Straight away, way slower, like a dramatic change in speed in the trail. Rolling speed, everything, but way more nimble. For obvious reasons, the wheels are smaller. Way more nimble to throw around, but of a hell of a lot slower in the trail. I'm not brake checking. I'm actually using the corners to gain speed, whereas that, I'm just riding them and brake checking. That's something. Wow. Hey? Wonder what it's gonna be like in a race. Let's talk about race. Let's go do a time run on a fairly rough trail and see which one will be faster. It's a bit techy, it's a bit fast. Oh my. 27.5, oh boy, you gotta fight hard. Race run, 29er, let's go. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we always strive to find the best thing in life for us. Now, for me, it's about the best I can get out of a bike. And I'll tell you what, whilst riding some rough stuff, like these dudes on their full suspension bikes, the Hardtail, 27.5 or 29. What is the best for me? Today has blown my mind. I know 29 is really good on a trail bike, on a full suspension bike, just like that one over there. But for me, the Hardtail, oh my gosh, man. Like riding through here, this is rough. This is really rough, okay? I've ridden something that's rougher than this on a 27.5, wishing I had a 29er. Now, after riding a 29er aggressively on terrain like this, blows my mind. I am actually swaying towards a 29er on a Hardtail. What is the best for me? Oh, dude, I'm excited. I actually like the change. But find out at the end of the video to see if I actually go with a 29 or do I stay with a 27.5. I'm gonna go up and get my 27.5. So we've done the racing challenge. Now we're at the bottom of the hill. It's only fair to do another challenge, right? A technical climbing challenge to get back to the top, because I want to ride that trail again because it was super fun. There's a techie one, some switchbacks, it's got some roots, it's a bit slippery, it's a bit slimy and all that. Let's see which one will get me to the top with ease and a bit easier than... it's just, I'm not going to say it. It could be the 29. Actually, the bikes are down here. It could be the 29. after recovering from that techie, steepy, sloppy, slimy climb, you know what? The 29er for me felt like it was easier to climb. It rolled over stuff a lot better. There was roots in there. This was nicer. It felt a little bit longer than this, but for some reason it's just different. You know, it's different company, different stuff. But the 27.5, oh my gosh, it felt small, man. What? I'm gravitating. I'm gravitating. There you go. I'm gravitating towards the 29er. You know what? The curiosity is killing me. It's like curiosity killed the cat. It's killing me. Okay, today was really fun. I absolutely loved it. Riding a bike, the hardtail is my favorite thing. I'm the biggest fan of the hardtail. And my curiosity, right, there we go, got it. Is the 29er the best wheel size for the hardtail, or is the 27.5? Well, I'll tell you what, okay? The difference between the two is astronomical. This is clearly way faster than this. This is clearly way more nimble on the trail than this one. But after a whole day's riding on each bike, jumping from one saddle to the other, comparing, you know, this is a personal choice. I like it, and I thought I'd film it because it's a big choice to have. 27.5 or 29er. For me, I think it's time to change because I've had this bike for nearly 2.5 years and I've ridden it as hard as I possibly can. I feel like I can venture into the new world, into a new realm of a 29-inch bike. I think it's time to change from 27.5 to 29. I'm not going to take this one because this is Neil's bike and I've stolen his forks before and I don't want to steal his bike now because I don't think he'll be my friend after that. So I think the 29-inch Nukeproof Scout, I think it's time to upgrade this. I got goosebumps, man. It's been like, I actually built a hardtail in my garage based around the 29-inch Nukeproof Scout, and I put 29-inch wheels on it just because I was curious on, is it better? And I've done a video comparing two different bikes with two different size wheels, and I feel like the 29 is good. And maybe this is a little bit of information for you if you're looking for a hardtail. Is it going to be 27.5 the question, or is it going to be a 29-inch? Now, an everyday bike, I would say the 29er is a bit better than the 27.5. But before we end this whole video, times, okay? Because I did a race. Drum roll. 97 seconds, 93 seconds. It is a clear winner that it is faster. If there's any information for you to know that which is faster, and there we go. There we go. My curiosity is killed. I'm done. I think that's it. End of the video. Thank you very much. Cup of tea. Joey, do you want a cup of tea? Definitely want a cup of tea. Farewell, 27.5. 29er. Right. See ya.